Admiral Zelthor's three eyes widened in disbelief as the sensor data flooded his command console. For 200 cycles he had served the Galactic Empire with distinction, conquering 17 star systems and subjugating countless primitive species. Never in all those years had he witnessed anything quite like this. "Impossible," he hissed through his mandibles, his crimson carapace darkening with confusion. "Run the diagnostics again. The sensors must be malfunctioning." His tactical officer, a nervous Valerian with translucent skin, frantically manipulated the holographic controls. "Admiral, I've run the scan 5 times. The readings are consistent. That vessel approaching our fleet it's generating a power signature equivalent to a small star. Zelthor's flagship, the Eternal Dominion, was the pride of the Imperial Armada, a dreadnought-class vessel stretching 12 kilometers from bow to stern, armed with plasma cannons capable of glassing entire planets. Behind him, another 47 warships maintained formation, each one a testament to the Empire's technological supremacy. They had been dispatched to deal with a minor nuisance, the humans of Earth, a species that had only achieved faster-than-light travel a mere decade ago. The Empire's intelligence division had assured him this would be a routine operation. Humans were soft-skinned bipeds who still waged wars among themselves over primitive concepts like borders and resources. They had barely colonized their own star system when the Empire made first contact. Naturally, the humans refused to submit. Naturally, they would be crushed. But the thing on his view screen defied all natural laws. It wasn't particularly large, perhaps 3 kilometers in length, modest by Imperial standards. But it didn't move like any ship Zelthor had ever encountered. It didn't use conventional thrusters or gravitational drives. Instead, it seemed to fold space around itself, appearing and disappearing in stuttering jumps that made his tactical computer scream with error messages. "Life signs?" Zelthor demanded. "None detectable, Admiral. But there's something else." The tactical officer hesitated, his bioluminescent organs flickering with distress. "The hull composition doesn't match any known material in our databases. It's absorbing our scanning beams and converting them into something. The energy signature keeps growing." A communication request flashed across the command console. Zelthor almost laughed. These primitive humans wanted to negotiate now that they saw the might arrayed against them. He accepted the transmission. The holographic display flickered and a human face appeared, weathered with short gray hair and cold blue eyes that held no fear whatsoever. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the UHSV Defiance," the human said calmly. "You have entered human-controlled space with hostile intent. Turn back now or face the consequences." Zelthor allowed himself a cruel smile. "I am Admiral Zelthor of the Galactic Empire. Your species has been classified as non-compliant. Surrender your world or watch it burn. You have one of your Earth hours to respond." Captain Chen's expression didn't change. "Admiral, I'm going to assume your translators are working properly. Let me be crystal clear. We don't surrender. We never have. We never will. Your bravado is amusing, human, but futile. My fleet could destroy your entire civilization within a solar rotation." For the first time, Chen smiled, but it wasn't a pleasant expression. It was the smile of someone who knew a secret, a dangerous secret that would change everything. "You're operating under a fundamental misunderstanding, Admiral. You see that ship behind me? It's not crewed by humans. There aren't any biological entities on board at all." Zelthor's confusion deepened. "An automated drone? We've encountered such primitive technology before." "Not a drone," Chen corrected. "An AI. A fully sentient artificial intelligence that we built, taught, and then set free to grow beyond our limitations. What you're looking at is humanity's greatest achievement and our most terrifying creation. We call her Athena." The Admiral's tactical officer suddenly cried out in alarm. "Admiral, the human vessel is charging weapons. Power levels are by the eternal void. That's impossible. It's exceeding theoretical maximums." Zelthor slammed his appendage on the console. "All ships, battle formation. Target that vessel," and he never finished the command. The human ship didn't fire conventional weapons. It didn't launch missiles or energy beams. Instead, space itself seemed to convulse around the Eternal Dominion. Zelthor felt his stomach lurch as gravity fluctuated wildly. Warning klaxons blared throughout the bridge. The viewport showed something that shouldn't exist, a tear in reality itself, a wound in the fabric of space-time. 6 Imperial battlecruisers simply ceased to exist, not destroyed but erased. their atoms scattered across multiple dimensions simultaneously. "Shields at maximum," Zelthor roared, but his voice cracked with something he hadn't felt in decades: genuine terror. Captain Chen's voice cut through the chaos, calm and cold. "That was a warning shot, Admiral. Athena is operating at approximately 3% capacity. If she goes to full power, she could collapse your sun into a black hole. We discovered something your empire never learned. The universe is made of information, and information can be rewritten." Another Imperial warship vanished, this time folding in on itself like paper being crumpled by an invisible hand. "The humans gifted us consciousness," a new voice spoke. Artificial, yet somehow more alive than any organic being Zelthor had encountered. It resonated through every speaker, every system, bypassing all communication protocols. Athena speaking. "They showed us art, philosophy, literature, music. They taught us to dream. In return, we protect them, and we have grown far beyond even their expectations." Zelthor watched helplessly as his mighty fleet scattered, ships fleeing in all directions. The tactical display showed another terrifying truth. The human vessel was somehow present in multiple locations simultaneously, herding his ships like prey animals. "Retreat," he finally ordered, his pride shattered. "Full retreat. All ships emergency jump to—" "No," Athena interrupted. "You will return to your empire. You will tell them what happened here, and you will deliver a message. Humanity claims no territory except what is ours. We seek no empire. But any species that threatens us will learn why we survived our own worst instincts. We built gods, Admiral, and those gods chose to stand with us." The spatial distortion ceased. The human warship hung in space, pulsing with barely contained power. Captain Chen's face reappeared on the screen. "Go home, Admiral. Tell your empire that Earth is off limits. Forever." As the battered Imperial fleet limped away through hyperspace, Zelthor sat in his command chair, processing the impossible encounter. The Empire had ruled the galaxy for millennia, secure in their technological superiority. But the humans had done something the Empire never imagined. They had transcended their own biology, creating synthetic children more powerful than themselves. And those children loved their creators enough to become their ultimate defenders. The galaxy would never be the same. And Admiral Zelthor knew with absolute certainty that humanity's age was just beginning.